Hi, I'm Holly. I'm 26 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and this is the financial audit. At that point, like we had already planned to do that and like book the hotel, so we weren't gonna like switch it around.
How about planning to pay your bills?
I know, but like it in my mind, it equaled out because I used the security deposit from my old place for it. So like in my mind, I actually spend money on it. It was girl math.
Just stop with this. You gotta stop that. I understand. Listen, you're not trying to justify what you're doing now. You were trying to say it was girl math, so it was like it's past dumb. So I'm not gonna murder you for that. But just shut up with that going forward. Don't use that in your life. It's so stupid. Just stop. Okay, but I want to focus on the security. You used the security deposit that you got back? Mm-hmm. How'd you pay for the security deposit in your current place? Because usually you just move it over. Your brother paid for it.
So my brother paid for my movers and for
the nice brother, apparently.
Yeah.
Do you owe him?
No. His one caveat to giving me money, because I lost my job in December.
What was your job? Here in Austin?
Yes.
How long have you been in Austin? Are you from Austin?
I've been here for 2 years. I got a job before I moved here. I moved here for that job.
What was it?
It was an executive assistant position.
Why'd you lose it?
I could not work there anymore. It was not going to be a good situation for me anymore. So I could not keep doing it. He was trying to make me add even more people's work on top of my workload, and it was going to be impossible. So that changed a lot of my financial situation, because like
you quit. You weren't let go.
Well, I made them fire me. Because I was like, I'm fine with staying here in my current capacity, but if you're going to ask me to do all these other things, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay, so well, that's fair enough to fire you. If an employee says, no, they're not going to do the work, even if it's more work. Yeah, that's fair to fire you.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So, I was like, you know what, I think mutually this is just not beneficial for either of us anymore.
But you were done with the job. That's also fair for you to quit if you don't like a job. Mm-hmm. However, in that situation, I would say let's make sure something's lined up first.
See,
because did you end up getting financially from that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then what?
So
then why not do it the adult way? Have something lined up. What?
So I didn't have anything lined up because I wasn't expecting it to happen, right? Like I wasn't expecting to stop working there. This was like 2 days after my birthday. I had just gotten like a $5,000 bonus. Like I had just things were going really well, and he just hit me out of nowhere. I personally think because I had just moved.
You were asking to get fired.
Okay, it was a PIP that had come through.
PIP?
Performance improvement plan.
Oh.
Where essentially my improvement was going to be managing another person to make sure that they were doing their job. Yes, it makes no sense. I told them multiple times it made no sense. Not the type of person to back down. So it was not a good situation. I was renting from him. He bought me a car. He bought me this purse that I have right here. So like it was not a good situation.
Okay, I have to ask. Was it like?
No.
Okay, because with the gift and the this and the that and like things
I know.
So why were you fired? Was it ever officially disclosed?
Oh yeah, they gave me a termination letter.
Why were you fired?
For refusing to take on extra work, insubordination for refusing to take on extra work.
Okay, fair enough. Why didn't you do it the adult way and just go get another job and then quit?
I had no time in the day. I was working 60 at minimum hours a week. Like it was insane. Like I had no time, and on top of like my medical problems, like when I would come home at the end of the day, all I'm doing is crashing and then waking up.
Yeah, you had 108 hours left in the week, so
are we subtracting sleeping from that? Right, and eating and like taking care of myself, right?
Well, okay, what's taking care of yourself? Because I obviously
showering, getting dressed. Because
good.
Like
you can do it
part
in 2
of
seconds.
my job, because part of my job is being an executive assistant. I have to be extremely presentable because that is the type of person that he is. Okay, like there are $100,000 cars in my garage at this point. Like his whole idea was that you had to be. This was my 1-year gift.
Lindsay,
this was a $3,000 watch.
if you were trying to look absolutely incredible, but you rushed it, how long would it take?
Blow drying my hair, everything, it's like 2 hours.
Oh, see, I don't blow dry.
Quickest?
If I have to blow my hair out, absolutely.
I'm a lot faster than that. It's like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm doing. Like I went to this private Ferrari party that was like the kickoff for the F1. That took me like an hour and a half to get ready for it. But that's because that's like a huge thing.
Stop it. Hold on. Okay, I mean, Okay, minus 8 hours of sleep. So there's still 7 hours left in a day. Because the 60 hours was spread across 7 days, right?
No.
Then it's extra stupid. Then you have the weekend to apply for jobs.
Because I worked on the weekend.
Oh, that's what I was saying. If it was 60 spread across 7 days, then you have 7 hours a day left after 8 hours of sleep. Let's call it an hour to get ready. Wonderful. Let's call it an hour for total foods because you're meal prepping. 5.5 hours. You still have left to apply. Cool. You need an hour to relax. Wonderful. You still have 4.5 hours to apply for jobs.
Well, I mean, I didn't. I don't know what to say.
Well, no, and that's the point. But you were trying to make it sound like it was out of your control.
It felt like it
obviously wasn't. You ever spend way too much on taquitos just because you're too tired to cook? That's me too. But I've got something that'll change the game for you. Factor. Factor makes it easy to eat well without the hassle. Their chef-prepared, dietitian-approved meals show up fresh at your door, never frozen. And the best part? You can heat them up in just 2 minutes. My personal favorite part? No more wasting time on grocery runs or cooking marathons. I've been using Factor, and honestly, it's been a lifesaver. I don't have to deal with overpriced takeout or stressing about what's for dinner. Just heat it up, eat it up, and get back to what matters. Whether you're into keto, calorie smart, or you just need some healthy snacks on the go, Factor's got something for everyone. Here's the best part. Head to factor75.com or click the link in the description below and use code 50HAMMER to get 50% off and free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50HAMMER at factor75.com to get 50% off and free shipping on your first box. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this limited time deal. Thank you for sponsoring today's episode, Factor. Now let's get back into the episode. You just weren't being an adult. Were you tired? Absolutely. Do I feel tired after a work day? Absolutely. Doesn't mean I can't do the things that would be required as an adult. If you don't like the job, you could have found another job. Equal pay? Maybe not, but just something to supplement so you could get out of a thing that you absolutely hated instead of getting by going into the position you got into by forcing yourself to get fired.
Yeah, no, I think that's completely fair. I didn't think I was just in an echo chamber of like their craziness.
What?
Dude, he was like,
why is it blame? Why is nothing on you?
No, I mean it was my decision to not continue working there. He told me if I asked for more money, he would pay me more money to stay.
No offense, but from this conversation so far, I would have hired you to save if I was desperate.
Okay.
Would you from this?
I mean, I don't know
you outside of this, but from these 15 minutes or whatever.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not like interviewing. I'm not like presenting my skills.
Just hearing how you talk about work in your life and the deflections and the blames.
My current
which
job
I
is
get,
amazing.
but the way you handled it was like a child.
I'm sure that it was. It was my first time in a situation like that.
How long in between that job and your new job then?
3 months.
Okay. Did you have any savings to...
I had that $5,000 bonus that I had gotten.
Okay, like which would have covered 3 months of this rent.
That I was not living there. I was living in the Domain.
Expensive area.
I had to get out of.
What was your rent?
It was $14.50 before like all the amenities and stuff. So once you added all that in, it was about $15.50 plus electric and internet.
Not the craziest for the Domain.
No,
but still obviously bad for that situation. And then your brother took care of you. You relied on your brother.
Yes.
I'm just confused. Why today, making okay money, are we possibly at a point where our checking account would be at $0 and not being able to afford the minimum monthly payment on your decreased minimum monthly payment amount of your student loans?
I'm wondering this too.
Okay.
Genuinely.
Well, then maybe let's get into
it.
Trying.
I am. I reduced my spending so much. I was making $65,000. I reduced it insane amounts because I was eating out pretty much every single meal. He was paying for my car and everything, so I didn't have all of that was added in.
Like now I'm
paying for gas. I do still eat out
instead of making student loan payments.
I am eating out quite a bit less.
Okay, how much?
I'm trying to be so much better about it.
Dollar amount?
Dollar
amount.
Maybe like $20 a week, $30.
Okay, $250.